for now, we're gonna talk about these GM surveys from what they posted on Monday. We're just gonna react to them. I'm gonna name some off. You react to it. We're not naming all. We're not gonna do all these. I know that for sure. But I'm gonna name like the good, the good things. Let's see. The first thing, who will win the MVP this year? Shea is at 40%, Luka is at 30, and the next guy is Joel Embiid at 7%.
I think Luca gonna win this year. I mean, I see why they say it's Shea, because Shea was in the running last year. But I feel like in order for Shea to win the MVP, can he top what he did last year? I feel like he's not gonna be able to top what he did last year. He's gonna play about the same as he did last year. But I think they're gonna give it to Luca, bro. I think it's about that time Luca deserves and gets it. Cause he almost is averaging a triple double, ain't
Yeah, man averaged like 39 and 9.
he? Yeah, bro. I think it's gonna go to Luca.
I've been said this is Luca's year to finally win the MVP. I feel like they only have Shea because the team is good and they expect him to play good, but everybody's criteria is so different. We
Mhm.
don't really know. I've always said for my criteria, if you are playing like as long as if your team is in like the top three in the standings and you're playing good, you have a chance
Mm.
of winning. And Luca, his team, he didn't win it last year because he was a fifth seed. If he would, I think if he would have snuck in and got fourth, I think he could have won. But since he was the fifth seed, and to some voters, that ain't good. That ain't a good look to some. But that's why I think. But Shea, I think Shea is still gonna have a good year, average 30. Hey man, yesterday he did somebody I saw somebody say that was like, man, Shea doing a pull up 3-pointer. They said, yeah, it's over for the league. And I think he's
But
still
he
gonna
shot them
be
anyways, though.
oh
He
like
didn't
pull
shoot them
up?
as much. Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't shoot them as much, but he still shot them.
Yeah. So I think he's still gonna play good. And I think that team is still gonna be top of the West. So that's why I think they have him winning it. But I would have him low key second. I have Luca though number one.
Second.
I definitely have Luca, but I have Shea second. All right, which player is most likely to have a breakout season this year? The number one guy was Jalen Williams at 13%, Evan Mobley at 10, John Moran at 10%, and Victor Wembanyama at 10. Paulo 7%, Cade at 7.
Nah, it's gonna be Jalen. I think it's gonna be Jalen Williams. The other guys, they don't even really have no like Ja. What?
Yeah.
He's not gonna have no breakout. Cade, no. Um, who else they name? Victor.
Victor, Cade. Those are like the top five. No,
No,
top six.
man. I
My
think
bad.
it's gonna. I agree. I think it's gonna be Jalen Williams. I think it's gonna be Jalen Williams.
Yeah, I say Jalen Williams because I think Jalen Williams is going to give me 21 points per game this year, and maybe around like 6 rebounds per game. He is he is really good. Like, and I think like I saw him play at Santa Clara, and I was like, damn, he decent. I didn't think he was gonna be this though, but he
Mm,
really good, man. And like I said, it's always been an argument with if it's Chad or Jalen Williams as the second best player. I'm saying pick your
I
poison.
think that not Jalen Williams. I think Jalen Williams is their number two. Just based off what I seen in the preseason, they last game. I forgot who they went against. Their last game. But bro had like 13 in the first two quarters. Like he was real aggressive out there, bro. Like highly aggressive. Like he was out there pulling that motherfucker every time he touched. Not every time he touched the ball, but like he was real aggressive, bro. I think he's gonna be their number two option, and Chet gonna be the number three. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Chet is your number three. It's not bad at all.
Honestly, that's amazing. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're being honest, that's amazing. All right. So who is the best point guard in the NBA? They got Luca at 37%, Shea at 30, Steph at 23, Jalen Brunson at 10. But Steph was number one last year at 63%.
Yeah, it's Luca. It's Luca. I don't even think Steph was the best point guard last year. I think it was Luca still. I think they
Yeah,
just did that. I just think they just did that off of him being Steph Curry. But yeah, I think Luca is, and then it should be Shea.
Oh, it's Luka, Shea, Steph. If somebody wants to put Jalen Brunson at 4, I ain't gonna argue with it. But those are the clear cut 3. So Luka and as the best point guard in the NBA, he clears them. I'm not gonna lie, he clears them in the point guard. The best shooting guard in the NBA, which is actually pretty surprising. It's Anthony Edwards at 33%, Devin Booker at 23, Shea at 20, Steph at 10, Luka at 7, and Jaylen Brown and Derek White. Donovan Mitchell's not even in here. He's not
Derek
even on
White.
here.
Oh, wait, Derek White? They got Derek White in there over Donovan Mitchell?
He's not in here. He's not even in here.
They smoking crack rocks. How you don't put Donovan Mitchell in there at all? But you put Derek White in there?
They could at least put him somewhere. They don't even have him at the point guard. Like, so
and then they got Shea and Luka. Shea and Luka are point guards. Why you got them at the 2?
I think the GMs are considering them combos.
Yeah, but they got it right with Ant. I thought it would be like Ant, Devin Booker, and Donovan all close to each other.
Bro, he don't even got a vote. Jaylen Brown and Derek White received a vote. Like, what? What are we doing? Bro, Donovan Mitchell is a top 3 shooting guard in the NBA. He's gonna be second pick in the fantasy draft.
Most NBA players say these GMs don't know what they're doing anyways. This is showing it.
That might be right. All right, the best small forward in the NBA. Jason Tatum at 47%, Luka at 17, Kevin Durant at 17, LeBron at 17, and Jaylen Brown at 5 with 3%. And last year, Jason Tatum was 47%.
Bro, why do they have Luka in the small forwards?
Because I think it's because he's a big dude. This
shit makes no sense. It makes no. I don't think Jason Tatum is the best small forward in the league yet. I think once KD and Bron leave, then he'll be the best small forward. But I still got Bron. I still got Bron as the best small forward in the league.
I have no problem with that. My thing is, if we're just small forwards, how is Luka just literally just a guaranteed number 2 over them? How is that possible? Yes, Luka is a better player than them right now. We can all agree to that. But Luka's not a small forward, like you said. So it should be Jason Tatum, LeBron, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, whichever order you want to put them in. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? So the power forwards, this is weird. Giannis at number 1 with 77%, Kevin Durant at 7%, and also receiving votes. They don't even have an order. It's just Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, Sabonis, Tatum, and Victor Wembanyama. So it's just 2.
Okay, so KD being that power forward, I ain't mad at that because KD does play the power forward. But I would think KD is a 3 more than he is a 4. But yeah, they got it right though. Giannis is the best small. I'm surprised Zion ain't getting no votes.
That's what I'm saying. Bro,
I'm surprised he ain't
getting. We gonna do our power forward list later, but Zion is good. Should be in here.
Yeah, he should.
They're being disrespectful. But Giannis, as the clear-cut power forward, I have no problem with that. No problem with that whatsoever. Now, the best center in the NBA is Nikola Jokic at 87%, Joel Embiid at 10%, and Victor Wembanyama at 3%.
I don't think Jokic should be 87%. To be honest, I think Joel Embiid is better than Jokic. I would if I was starting my franchise, I would pick Joel Embiid over Jokic. The only thing is Joel Embiid's health. That's literally the only thing. But if we talking about just based off pure talent and skill set and all that, I'm taking Joel. Joel is just so dominant, bro. Like they both dominant in different ways, but I'm picking Joel over Jokic. I'm not mad that they had Jokic at 1, but at 87%, that's kind of crazy. I think it's probably because he won all them MVPs and he got his championship. But no, I don't agree with the 87%. I ain't mad at him being the best center, but 87% is too high.
I think Jokic is. I think he's the best player in the NBA, and I do think he is the number one center. Joel Embiid. Some people do think I do think Joel Embiid is kind of a more dominant player than Jokic. It's just the fact that Jokic, obviously, he can score. I don't think he's a better shooter than Joel at all. But I think it's just that passing. The passing, I think, moves a lot of people. But Joel, I do think he is a better shooter. He's definitely he clears him as a defender. Clears him on that. I think it's just them injuries, and it's like, would I take him? Probably not. But is he more dominant than Jokic? He might be, but Jokic kind of dominates in like a different way. He do dominate. It's just not like, he don't be dominating like that, like a Shaq or something. But he does dominate. You just do it differently.
I would say the difference is like you said, Joel Embiid, he's more of a dominant one-on-one player. Jokic is more so his dominance comes from as like a team as a whole. Like him dominating the game is making his whole entire teammates better. Joel Embiid dominating the game is just him going crazy. So I mean, yeah, they both dominate the game in different ways. I just don't like that 87. That's too high for me.
All right, so we're gonna move to the rookies. The GM said who will win the Rookie of the Year is 50% Reed Shepard, Zach Edey at 30%, Stephon Castle at 13%. Also receiving votes was Ron Holland and Alex Sarr.
Damn, they don't even got the number one pick in now? Dang. Wait, how much did Alex Sarr get?
They don't say. It just also receiving votes. So it don't say.
I don't think Reed Shepard gonna get it though, bro. I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna have an okay rookie campaign, but I don't think it's gonna be worthy enough of Rookie of the Year. I think Stephon Castle is gonna win, but after seeing Alex Sarr yesterday, it might be him too, between him or Stephon Castle and Alex Sarr. One of them two.
A lot of people are high on Reed Shepard, and I think he might be, if we're being honest, he might be the most impactful rookie though this year. I think he'll be the most impactful because I think the Rockets are going into not trying to win, but they're trying to be more competitive. So I think his game will have a more impact on it, and then he's definitely one of the best shooters. If somebody say I saw somebody say he's a top 25 shooter already in the league. I don't know if that's crazy, but he's a good shooter.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, bro. The man ain't stepped not one foot on the NBA rec flow yet. I mean, he has, but regular season, like, bro, chill. Let him play first.
But I think his impact will be more valuable than, say, Zachariah Richardson, who the Hawks, they're mid. Alex Sarr on the Wizards, they're losing. Stephon Castle, I think he definitely will have an impact. I think he'll be like the sixth man off the bench. Well, 7, because I think it's Keldon Johnson. But I definitely think they will have I think Reed Shepard will have a way better impact on the game. And the GM's also said,
porn stash? You see his porn
Yes,
stash?
I did see that. I'm like, bro, where did he get this from? Where did he get the stash from?
Yeah, bro, he need to say that shit off. He need to say that shit off.
I'm like, where did he get the mustache from, bro? Like, and then it's so weird when it's just a mustache, and then it's like
it looked like it's glued on.
Like one of them fake mustaches, and then you just stick it on.
Yeah, bro.
Also, so the GM said who will be the best player from this rookie class in 5 years? Reed Shepard at 43%, Stephon Castle at 17%, Zachariah Richardson at 13%, Bub Carrington at 7%, Alex Sarr at 7%. And also receiving votes was Montes Buzelis, Donovan Clingan, Ron Holland, and Dalton Connect.
Low key, I think Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect nice, but in the next 5 years, nah.
Well, I
think it's gonna be.
I don't know what order he's in. It just says he just received some votes.
I think it's gonna be Castle. I think Castle is gonna be the
next 5 years.
The next 5 years. I think because you gotta think about it. You gotta think about their uh like what the team is gonna give them. Like Stephon Castle's gonna have the ball in his hands a lot once Chris Paul leaves. Alex Sarr might have the opportunities as well. But with Reed Shepard not unless they start him, unless they let go of Fred and then start Reed Shepard or
I
something.
think they
But
will next
Reed
year. I think
but
that's
Reed
gonna happen.
Okay, so if that happens, then like those three are the only ones that's gonna really like have the ball in their hands and have the opportunity to produce. But I think it's gonna be Castle because, like I said, he's gonna have the ball in his hands a lot, and you got Wemby on your team, so that should be an automatic double double right there, 10 and 10, and then he's gonna give you a lot in rebounds, and he plays good D. Like I think he'll be the best player in the next five out of this class.
I'm gonna go with Reed Shepard, and that's because I'm going. Okay, Jalen Green, his future, at least with the Rockets, depends on this year. He has a good year, they might resign him. Great year, they're definitely gonna resign him. If he has an okay year and the Rockets aren't like moved by it, they might let him walk. Sengun, I think, will be there. Fred, I think he's gone because he has a team option for next year, and they show not picking that up. I think it's probably like close to 40 million. They're not picking that up. That's not gonna happen. And Reed Shepard, I'm not gonna say they're handing him the keys to the franchise, but I think he will be definitely a core of the franchise. Zachariah Richardson is still kind of up in the air because it's like, is he? What is he gonna be if Trae Young is still there? Like, what is he really gonna be? I think he could be good, but like, could he give me 20? I don't know. But if Reed Shepard is saying the second guy on the team, which is a possibility he will be, Reed Shepard, I definitely think will give me 20 points per game and give me about maybe 5, 6 assists per game. I can believe that. And then he's gonna be. This is just predicting 5 years. He'll probably be one of the best shooters in the NBA at that time. So I don't think it's far off saying he'll be better than all these other dudes in 5 years. I don't think that's far off.
I don't see me personally. I don't see a 20 point per game score out of Reed Shepard. I see him as like a 13 to 16 point per game with, like you said, with 5 or 6 assists. Um, but to say the next five player, the best player in the next 5 years. Well, is he all-star level? I don't see him being an all-star level type of player. Like Castle and Alex Sarr, I can see them being all-stars. More so Castle than Alex Sarr, but I can't really see Reed Shepard being an all-star.
I don't know what he's gonna be. And especially obviously the league is gonna be different. LeBron gonna be gone, Steph probably gonna be gone, Kevin Durant might be gone. All-star, I don't know. But I definitely think he'll be. But I mean, you already said you don't think they know all-stars in this draft anyway.
I mean, besides Alex Castle, he's the only one I think that has the potential to be really good in this. The rest are role players.
That's kind of sad. But I think Reed Shepard, I think he has a chance. I wouldn't be shocked if he averaged 20 points in sometime in the next 5 years. Wouldn't be shocked at all. All right. Who is the best defensive player in the NBA? They have Victor Wembanyama at 1, Bam at 10%, Rudy Gobert at 10%, Drew Holiday at 10%, Giannis at 7, Anthony Davis at 7, Herb Jones at 7. I'm not gonna lie, this is cap. Anthony Davis should be like top 2, top 3. This is cap.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, but I still think Victor is low key the best defender in the league, bro. I think it's Victor, and then after him is pick your poise between AD and Bam. Yeah, I feel like that should be your top three for sure. But I still think Victor is number one because, like, bro, 3.5, 3.5, 3.6 blocks per game with a steal. And then, like, bro, I ain't gonna say I don't necessarily want to say they scared to go to the rim, bro, but challenging Victor Wembanyama, bro, that takes some big cojones. Like, all right, bro, I think he might win Defensive Player of the Year next year.
You said he was. You said that.
I don't think
might.
I don't think they're gonna give it to him, but he has a chance of winning it.
I think
I
he's
don't
gonna
think
win it, bro.
he might. He
I
might.
think he's gonna win it. I think Anthony Davis should be higher. I definitely think Victor is probably the best defender in the league, bro. And I feel like it's the blocks, but I feel like it's just the alternating the shots, bro. I feel like that moves me, bro. Like just alternating a shot by a second just changes everything. Because it could
Bro, when
just
he was
change
playing,
somebody's ability to shoot.
bro, when they was playing the Magic yesterday, I don't know who the dude was, but some dude, he was at least 6'9", 6'10", or something like that. Bro shot a floater. This man Victor Wembanyama stretched his arm, bro. He shot the floater so high. It was over the square. That boy Victor jumped and reached his hand all the way up there and still blocked. I'm damn. How you guys shoot a floater? I'm like, bro, ain't no way he got that. But they call it goaltending. But still, like, bro, the fact that he can jump all the way up there and block a shot is insane.
So I think this is the one that kind of like, I don't want to say upset me, but I was just kind of confused. It says, who's the most versatile defender in the NBA? It's Giannis at 17%, OG at 13, Victor at 13, Bam at 10, Drew at 7. Then it's Jonathan Isaac, Herb Jones, and Jane Daniels. AD's not even on here.
Yeah,
He's not on here at all. He don't even got
tweaking.
also receiving votes. He's not on here at all.
Yeah, they tweaking. Because me personally, I say Bam or 81 or 2, whoever. And then Drew's in there. OG's in there, of course. But Giannis, you don't really see. I mean, Giannis can't. You don't really see Giannis guarding guards though.
Man, I'll just be like, bro, what are we doing, bro? Anthony Davis is definitely one of the most versatile defenders in the league, and you don't even have him in the also receiving votes. He's just not even on the thing.
I don't know what they got against AD, bro. They be hating on that man.
They do be hating, bro. He should have. There should have been at one time in his career he should have at least got one defensive player of the year. Don't know what year, but it should have been one of them. All right, so we could do like a couple of more. It said which team's level of success this season is toughest to predict. They got the Lakers at 17% at 1, the Rockets 13%, the Pelicans at 13, the Suns at 10, the Mavericks at 7, and the 76ers at 7.
I'll say the 76ers. Theirs is the hardest to predict because they're a new team. And we don't know how the Paul George effect is gonna affect the team. I mean, personally, I think they're gonna do well and they can potentially make it to the finals. But they got some new pieces on there that we don't know, how they're gonna gel together. So I think the Sixers would be the hardest one.
I might go with the Lakers because it's like the Lakers, it's like they're a good team, but then you looking at like they're a mid team. And it's like they have a chance to go to the finals, but then it's like, we come back down to earth and they're not going to the finals. And then it's like LeBron, he's old. Anthony Davis, I think people probably still gonna say he injury prone, but that is still a question mark on like, can Anthony Davis stay healthy for a second year in a row? Can LeBron stay healthy for a second year in a row? So then we don't know what these like the role players. We know what D'Lo, Austin Reeves, and them, but it's like they're kind of question marks. So what are they gonna do under JJ Redick? Are they gonna be a great team? Because I mean, and when we did the standings, you had the Lakers, I think in like the mid teams. So it's like, are they gonna be really good or are they just gonna be mid? I really don't know. I mean, I don't got them. I mean, I really don't got the Lakers going far in the playoffs anyway, but they have a chance to go. They have a chance to potentially go to the finals. There was one more. I'm trying to find it. Which player would you want taking a shot with the game on the line? Is Steph Curry at 40%, Kevin Durant at 23%, Luka at 10%, Jokic at 7%, and Damian Lillard at 7%?
Honestly, I want to say it's between KD
Give me
and
Kevin Durant.
KD and Luca. It's between them two for me. Cause that people forgetting what Luca did his first year when he got in the league. People forget about what he did to the Portland Trailblazers. The man had a one-handed floater in the corner, contested three to send the game into OT. People forgetting how many clutch threes Luca didn't hit since he has been in the league. But if I gotta choose one, I'm gonna choose KD, bro.
I'm
I'm
picking
gonna choose
Kevin
KD.
Durant.
I'm picking KD, bro. I'm picking KD.
I think KD is just too much of a mismatch, man. He can go on little guys, he can go on smaller guys. But like, if he wants to get to the rack, I think he can get to the rack. But we know Kevin Durant is the most efficient shooter ever. So once he gets to that mid range, and then even if he comes down the court, we've seen him do pull up threes multiple times. So he could do that. I feel like you can't really go wrong with Kevin Durant taking the last shot. But there's nothing wrong with Steph Curry, the greatest shooter ever, taking the last shot of the game. Okay, this is the last one. Which team is the most fun to watch? The Pacers at number 1, the Thunder at 2, Nuggets at 3, Warriors at 4, and the Celtics at 5. Pacers got
Low key to me,
37%.
low key, it ain't none of them. If you ask me, my most fun teams to watch will probably be the Pistons and the Hornets. That's just for me.
If I had to choose, I'd probably say the Rockets.
Rockets.
I think the Rockets should be up there, man. They got a lot of young talent. I think they deserve to be on the
And
list.
they got a lot of young high flyers. A lot of them. Tari Eason, Cam Whitmore, Jalen Green, Jeff Green. Jeff Green still out there going crazy.
They had a vote on here who has like the best like youngest core or something like that on here.
I was OKC.
Oh yeah. And they
OKC
cleared
sure.
on everybody. OKC at 60%, then it's the Magic 20, Rockets 10, Spurs 7, and the Pistons 3%.
Yeah. I agree with that.
All right, that is it for our reaction to the GM surveys.